Hi, this is a answer to a question on meditation and psychic diseases, mental diseases. Um, this is a difficult question to answer in regards to how do we incorporate meditation into our lives when we've been diagnosed with a severe mental disturbance, or, schizophrenia and so on. And the first thing I'd say is that I'm certainly not qualified to talk about such things. I don't really have any experience with people with this sort of disorder. I can't recall even a single person who I knew had such a disorder. Some cautious thoughts. I don't think it's something that should prevent you from meditating, and I don't want to encourage you to meditate intensively, because I don't know exactly what would happen, especially if you're not under a teacher. But I would say cautiously to approach the states that are arising. When you feel dizzy, when you feel disoriented, when you feel strong emotions. Just as with everyone else, the meditation is there's only one practice that I would recommend, and that's to acknowledge them and to try to understand them, to see them clear. And I think at least a sort of a slow process of this sort, where you focus on the dizziness and say to yourself, dizzy, dizzy, and just try to see it for what it is, and not cling to it, not make more of it than it is, or not become worried or upset or stressed about it. I would say it's probably the attachment to these things, or the encouragement, or concern, or worry, or fear, all of the obsession over certain states that arise, that probably triggers mental instability, or triggers a bout of mental instability. So just try to see things for what they are, and that's the same advice I'd give to anyone. I don't think the meditation is something beyond the realm of someone who has been diagnosed with such a sickness. I'm not fond of diagnosis in general. I think they put labels where there's really a broad range of conditions that can come and go, and so I wouldn't worry too much about that, but I would acknowledge the state of your mind, and be aware that you have to take it slowly, and preferably be under a teacher. But if you can't be under a teacher, at least be honest with yourself and just see the things for what they are. Okay, so I hope that helps. If any more questions, keep them coming.